guys, my name is Nori and welcome back to my channel. So today it is super exciting. Obviously you can tell from the title. It is the magical readathon, aka taking your O.W.L's test. Now this is a Harry Potter based readathon, which you know it's going to be a big deal because everybody loves Harry Potter. So this is the third year that it's going on and this is my first year participating. I'm gonna link all the information down below. Do follow G. She's the creator of this, and when I tell you that there's so much that she has done, it is absolutely incredible. So go ahead, follow her, and again, all the information will be linked down below. Again, this is a Harry Potter readathon where you pick out the career that you want, and depending on what career this is, you have to take the classes, and for every class there is a book. Now you're supposed to use one book per class, but again, she said that this is not really policed, so you get to do pretty much whatever you want, but there's criterias or the classes that you need to follow. So I am going to be doing Care of Magical Children. I believe this is a new one added this year, and when I saw that I was like, this is so for me, because if you did not know, I have a background in preschool teaching, so I was like, this is me just in a Harry Potter world, and I was like, hey, love it. So I'm super excited to get to this, and then I'm taking a training, which obviously, again, it's so me, and that is the Mayor People Linguistics. What is it? Yeah, it is the Mayor People Linguistics, which has one challenge, so it's not too crazy because Care of Magical Children, I believe, has 8, so it's a lot, but it's not really a lot because I usually read quite a bit a month. So I'm going to put the prompts down here, and I'm going to tell you what the prompts are about and the books that I am choosing. So everything will be over here, all the pictures, all the information. So let's get started. The first prompt, it is arithmancy, and that is magical qualities of number 2, balance and opposites. Read something outside of your favorite genre, and if you did not know, I don't vibe with thrillers, mysteries, or horrors, which is weird because I love the TV shows. Like right now, I started Criminal Minds and I'm absolutely loving it from the very beginning. So I was like, oh, okay, this is my time to step out of my comfort zone, and I thought this book was perfect, and it is 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. Now, this is a fairly new release, and it involves a bookseller, and he did, I believe, this blog post about these book-ish perfect murders, and somehow a serial killer saw it and is reenacting all of these murders. So he finds himself in the middle of an FBI investigation to try to catch this killer. And I'm not into like thriller books, but hopefully I love this one, because if not, that's just a brand new genre that is open to me. So fingers crossed that coming out of my comfort zone is actually gonna do good. The next one, it is Charms, Lumos Maxima, which is a white cover. Now, I'm going to pick a graphic novel, a very popular one, I dare say, and that is Fence Volume 1. Now, I don't really know a lot about this. All I know is that people have been loving it and been continuing on with all the other volumes, and I feel like I'm missing out. So this is the perfect chance to get this graphic novel. All I know is that this talks about fencing and possibly queer boys, so it's like I don't really know much, but I do love sports and I do love romance, so boom, those two right there, it's gonna be an awesome combination. So hopefully I will absolutely adore this series. The next prompt, it is Defense Against the Dark Arts, Grindylows, which is a book set at sea or at the coast. I already talked about this book in my last video, but I'll briefly touch upon it, which is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. I am hella excited to read this book, and it pretty much talks about a princess that has been outcasted from her kingdom and she has to get it back. And she tagged along with a pirate who has lost his magic out into this magical, very dangerous adventure out in sea. That is the best way that I can give this book a summary without talking about it way too much. Y'all, I am so excited. It matches my eyes. Ravenclaw forever. But yeah. The next prompt, it is Herbology, and it is Mimbletonia, which is a title that starts with an M. And the book that I'm going to pick out, it is My Name is Leon by Kit O.W.L. This one is going to be a very tough read because this follows this kid named Leon. He is 9 years old, so we're following a 9-year-old's perspective in which his mother could not care for him and his brother, so both of them have been put in the foster care system. So this is going to be a very tough read, and I've had this on my physical TBR for a while, so I'm super excited to get to it, and hopefully I enjoy it. The next prompt, it is History of Magic, which is Witch Hunts, book featuring wizards and witches, which is the perfect way because I have to pull it out because this is one of my prized possessions. Hello! It is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. We don't really talk about her, but we talk about Harry Potter. So I actually have not read Harry Potter at all, so I'm super behind. I grew up on the movies and I have watched the movies in English and in Spanish, and I'm the type that can definitely quote the movies. So I'm a huge movie fan. And I wanted to start my collection as an adult because I definitely want to read it. I started reading this a couple months ago and I put it down, and I don't know why because I was loving it. So I'm definitely going to pick this one back up and finally complete the Harry Potter series as an adult in 2020. Next prompt, it is Muggle Studies, a book from a Muggle's perspective, aka a contemporary novel. So I'm definitely going to be picking up The Two Lives of Lydia Bird by Josie Silvers. I talked about this in my last video. I will link it down below if you do want to watch it. But this follows Lydia, and her love of her life just died, and she gets to relive her life in an alternate timeline where one is the current day where she has to deal with the grieving process, and in her other life she's actually still with her love of her life. But in the current day, somebody shows up and might sweep her off her feet, so she has to decide whether she wants to live her old life or stay in the current. This sounds like a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and I am all about it. So I'm super excited to be getting to reading this book. Next, it is Potions, which is a shrinking solution, a book under 150 pages, which I'm going to pick out another graphic novels, and that is Rat Queens Volume 2. I'm definitely, by the end of this month, I'm going to be reading Volume 1, and then I can just jump into Volume 2 as well. So this follows a ragtag group of girls in a guild, and there's mystery aspects in it. This is a very underrated book because a lot of people know about it, but they still haven't read it yet, and I highly recommend it because I've already read the Rat Queens Volume 1. I just want to reread it so I can continue on with the series. So I am super excited to be getting to Volume 2. And the last prompt with a Care of Magical Creatures, it is Transfiguration, which is Animagus lecture, which is read a book or series that includes shape-shifting. Now, I was gonna pick a book. I thought I was gonna pick Nimona because it is a shorter book and I've been really wanting to read it, but then somebody was like, hey, Crescent City from Sarah J Maas, like her new book has shape-shifting, and I was like, we are putting it. So this is another book that I've talked about in my last video. Again, if you want to watch it, go ahead, link down below. But this is Sarah J Maas's new book, and I'm so excited because I'm a huge Sarah J Maas fan, and I cannot wait to finally devour this book. So, quick summary, it talks about Bryce and Hunt. Bryce is half fae and Hunt is a fallen angel, and these two unlikely characters have to team up together to find out what really happened or who killed Bryce's boyfriend. Now obviously Hunter is getting some deal out of it, and she has both of her reasons. So I am super excited to see what these characters bring and how Sarah J Maas's writing is going to flip my life upside down. And yeah, I'm, as you can tell, hella excited. Alright, and the last prompt that I have to do, it is for the Merpeople Linguistics, and there's only just one prompt, and it is another Herbology, which means read a book that starts with an M. And I already have a physical copy of this book, but I'm just going to post a picture up there, and it is Moxie by Jennifer Matthew. So this follows a girl named Vivian, and she is at a Texas high school, and she is fed up with all the dress codes and all the harassment, and she starts almost like an underground anonymous group for feminist girls, and this turns into a riot and a revolution. So this is a very feminist, female positive book, and I'm very excited to read it because this has been on my TBR for a while, so I'm glad to finally pick it up. Alright y'all, and that is all for my owls. Those are my choices for the book, and I'm so excited to be participating in something as big as this. Finally, I have the guts to do it, because if y'all didn't know, my booktube anniversary is coming up on the 2nd of April, which means I've been here for a year. Super exciting. So last year I was like, there's no way I can do this. I'm just starting to film videos, and now I'm just like, we're going all in. And again, thank you so much for watching my channel. I do hope that you are enjoying my content, and if you have any suggestions or book recommendations, let me know, because I'm always down for the count, y'all. I don't know how to finish this video because it just got really awkward, and I don't know why, but I will see you next time. Bye.